Hey, my friends. It is Tuesday. So I am here giving you just my 2 cents. So as you're hopping on, make sure that you say hello. I have been loving doing this lately, and I'm here live on Facebook, on YouTube, and over here on Instagram. And so I just am feeling like an electronic baller as I'm sharing just a little bit of knowledge from things that I've experienced, and hopefully passing it on to you is going to help you guys be successful too. So I see Shammy just hopped on. Hello. I've got my YouTube covered up here, but normally people on YouTube catch the replay, but we'll just go ahead and put this one over here. So, hey, Callie, thank you so much for supporting me today. It means so much to me. I'm so grateful. So let's just go ahead and just dive right into this. Hey, Nicole, I see you. So I want to talk to you guys today about starting over. So I made a really big decision last week. I said goodbye to a company that I've been with almost 8 years. And it wasn't an easy decision. It was very scary. And I know for some of you, it was totally unexpected. And I shared my heart with you through a live video. So if you haven't seen that, you can always go back and watch it. But a lot of people have messaged me and they're like, how did you decide to do this? And they've mentioned me saying that, that they've been wanting to leave, or they've been wanting to try something new and they've just been too afraid to do it. And that, part of them, like a part of them, I've given them the courage to just do it. And then some of them are still scared. And so I sat down today and I kind of thought, like, if someone wanted to start over, what would be some key tips that I would give them in doing this? And hopefully you guys are able to take this and transfer it into any area of your life, not just owning your own business, but if it just was a career change for you, or making a decision in your relationships, which I have been divorced twice. And so I do believe that a lot of these can go along with relationships as well. And so hopefully it'll just give you value, okay? Or something that you can just kind of put a pin in it for when maybe you need it for an opportunity that you'll have to start over in your life. Okay. So if you're ready, right on, ready in the comments. Hello, Samantha and Jamie. Thanks for hopping on. I see Michelle over here on Instagram. Hello, Michelle. I love it. And Samara's tuning in on YouTube. Woohoo! Like, people are just popping up everywhere. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So number one, you guys, is to trust your intuition. Okay. Trust your intuition. Don't be motivated by money or what other people think. Okay. So many times we don't do something because we're so worried about how other people are going to take it that it paralyzes us where we're at. Okay. Or you're so worried about the money that you would rather be miserable than to move. We always say you're not a tree, you could move, right? And so, like, trust your intuition. If you're feeling like something's not right, if something's not sitting with you, and it's just not a bad day, but like, this is something that you're feeling over and over again, or you're just like, oh, this feels icky, it doesn't feel right. Like, trust that. And don't let money hold you in. Don't let other people's opinions hold you in, what they're going to think about you. A lot of times people are like, well, I just got to stick with it. I just got to stick with it. If it's not bringing you joy, you don't have to stick with it. And changing jobs isn't a bad thing. Growing up, my dad had a new job every couple of years and he was just trying out new things. And the beauty of it is, with every new job that he tried, he learned new skills. He got new contacts. It would bring him joy for a little bit and then maybe it stopped, and that's okay. Can you guys just drop in the chat, like, in the last, in your life, how many jobs have you had? And I think back to it, I used to be a referee and scorekeeper for soccer. I've done Subway, I've done Walmart, I've done Wingers, network marketing companies, now 2 of them. I have taught at different schools before, and so, like, changing jobs, like, doesn't have to have a negative stigma that goes along with it. Like, you should do what makes you happy. Okay. Hey, Chantel. Oh, you're the sweetest. Thank you so much. So number one, trust your intuition. Number two, this kind of goes along with it, is don't care what other people think of you. Like, don't allow other people to keep you in your box. Be yourself, be genuine, be authentic, and have a good attitude. Um, my hashtag right now, or my vibe that I'm putting out, is I will be better over bitter. Okay, I will be better over bitter. There are a lot of things that I can be bitter about right now, and a little bit salty and a little bit frustrated. When I did decide to make a change, people are messaging me. They're like, "Well, am I supposed to block you now?" And I'm like, "No, you don't have to block me. Like, I am not doing anything to hurt anybody. I'm just living my life. Like, if we're friends, let's stay friends. There's no reason that we have to be bitter." And my friend helped me like figure out the word, like, dehumanize people. Just because they decide that something's not right for them doesn't mean that we have to block them. We should be cheering them along. And anybody who doesn't is not your friend. Anybody who doesn't, let them go. Anybody who is not cheering for you and celebrating you for doing what you believe is best for you, then they are not your friend, and you can let them go with a happy heart. Okay. So we are choosing to be better over bitter in all of our situations. Okay. Hey, Maria. Um, let's see. Number 3 is to reach out to someone that you trust and get insight. Okay. The grass is not greener on the other side ever. Okay. And I want you guys to know that when making a decision, you cannot look at somebody else's life and say, oh, like, if I go over there, I'm going to do better. Because ultimately, whenever I see an opportunity, I think of it as like an open field. Okay, it's an open field. There's no grass there. It's going to be my job to go in and put in the good soil and till it in. It's going to be my job to plant the grass. It's going to be my job to go out there every single day and water it to make sure that it's well taken care of. And that's how you get green grass. Okay, you get green grass by planting it and taking care of it. Whenever I say this, I look across the street. Oh my gosh, if I could flip all these cameras around, I would flip all these cameras around, because I'm telling you, my neighbor's house across the street, both of them, their grass is so green all summer long. Okay. It's so green. Okay. And so number 3 is to reach out to someone that you trust and get insight. You bet your bottom. We walk across the street and I say, "What are you doing to get your lawn so green?" They go out there and they're out there raking their grass, like with the little like skinny rake that like helps pull up all the dead stuff. Okay. I went to Home Depot and I bought that rake and I'm out there raking my grass. Okay. I asked them, I said, "What kind of fertilizer are you guys using over there?" Like, both of their lawns I'm looking at right now, they're just green and luscious all the time. Ours is yellow spots. We've got crabgrass growing in. Like, I don't know how they do it. Okay. But, I need to make sure that I'm surrounding myself with the right people and I'm getting that insight. And if I want to be better, like, my lawn looks better because of the lawn across my street. Okay. My lawn looks better because of the people that I'm surrounding myself with. If they didn't take care of their lawn, then I probably wouldn't take care of my lawn. So you want to go find someone who you trust and get insight, okay, and learn what they're doing and see if you feel like it really would be a good fit for you. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is you got to do your research. And you got to make an educated decision for yourself. So if you're making a career change, if you're, making a relationship change, if you're choosing to move to a different location, whatever this big change is that you're going to be starting over in your life, you got to make sure that you do the research, because ultimately you are responsible for the decision. You're responsible for the outcome. And you would be silly if you just took somebody else's opinion on their grass without thinking, is that something I can do? Is that something I want to do? Is that something I believe in? Does it align with my values? Do I see myself here 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road? Making sure that you're doing your research is super, super key. Okay. And make that educated decision for yourself. Number 6 is to have a vision for your future. You need to put yourself in a position to get there. Okay. So one thing that I didn't realize my first time joining a network marketing company, right? My friend from high school was the one that I got started with, right? And so I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll join with you." She's working the business. She was in for about a year, and then she decided it wasn't for her and she left. So then I went to my upline above her, and she worked for a couple more years. She decided it wasn't for her, so then she left. And like, I'm meeting new people as I'm going, sideline sisters, other successful people in the business. And then I'm branching out, I'm following Tony Robbins, I'm following Eric Worre, I'm following other, network marketing gurus and other companies, and I'm learning and gathering, and just connecting and resourcing with as many people as possible, right? And so now that I know more of what I'm doing, right? Like, let me put myself in a position to better myself for my future. Now that I know what I like and what I don't like, what I want to do and what I don't want to do, let me find a leader. Let me find somebody to partner with who's going to make me better, who's going to ultimately be able to help me create the future that I want. And I'm so excited in this new company. I found myself a multimillionaire to tag along with. She's the one who's taught me my automated system. She's the one who's taught me email campaign marketing, creating a funnel. She's the one that's really helped me get my Get Fit program off the ground. When I look at her life of automated systems, that's what I want for myself. Like, I want to be able to live a life of freedom where all of the work that I've done is just on autopilot, and like I'm still being able to create income. And so why wouldn't I join somebody who's living a life like what I want, so they can show me how to do it. They can help make me better. They can teach me the things that I need to do differently in order to create that now, right? And so making sure that you have a vision for your future and putting yourself in a position to get there is going to be huge. You guys are so sweet with all of your comments and like all the little things that keep popping up. Like, oh my gosh, like I have the best community here. Okay. And then that's not on the list, but get yourself a tribe of women who lift you up, who support you, who love you. Like, that should be number one. All right. Number 6 is to set expectations for yourself and do things differently. Like I said, when I joined this new opportunity, I joined knowing that I was going to start at ground zero, that I was not going to bring a single person over with me. I was not going to take everything that I built up here and then build up the exact same thing in a new place. Like, that does nobody any good. Now, did a few leaders want to come with me? Are a few customers who ordered from me before still supporting me? Yes, they are, but that's because of like the work that I've done, the relationships that I've created, and like the person that I am, right? But I didn't join this being like, I'm going to take everything that I already did and just rebuild it over here as quickly as possible. I joined with the intention to do things differently, to set different expectations for myself, different expectations for me as a leader, as far as, where are some areas that I dropped the ball in that I want to do better? Where are some areas that like I enabled people because I did the work for them, where I want them to have to figure it out. I want them to have to grow, and then what are some areas where like I maybe built people or like put relationships together that maybe didn't work, and why did that not work? And then figuring out how to do it differently. And I'm setting my expectations differently for my team. I say, this is your business. It's not my job to come and chase after you. If you're running, I should see you in our chat every single day. If I don't see you in there, then you're just not running that day. And that's okay, because I'm going to be running every day. I'm setting the expectation for myself and for what I want to do, because I know where I want to go, and I'm leading from the front by example. And those who want that are going to do the exact same thing. And so I have expectations set for myself. I have expectations set for my team. I have boundaries as far as when I'm working and when I'm not. So that way I can be fully invested in my work at a certain time, but then I can put it away and enjoy my kids' game. I can put it away and not feel like I am slacking, or that like I have the pressure of a job, because that's why I'm choosing this profession. So I have the freedom. And so I've set different boundaries and different expectations, and I'm holding to them because I know what life is like when I don't. Okay. So if you are going to like go start somewhere new, make sure that you do it new, that you don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Now here we are at number 7, be coachable, be open, and be honest. I have some things that like really work well for me. And, one of the things that one of my upline has told me is like, if it's working for you, then do it. But also, don't be afraid to be coachable. Don't be afraid to try something new. And it's just interesting because I'm being totally coachable here. Okay. Like, I'm over here like screenshotting her messages, and I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong here? And she's just voice messaging me, and she's like, you're doing really awesome. Like, I'm super excited. Your ignorance on fire, but you might want to do this next time. You might want to do this next time. And I'm tweaking it and I'm adjusting it, and I'm still making it authentic to me. But now here I'm having success in a way that like, these are new concepts, new ideas that I didn't think of before. And so like, for example, I gotta put myself on, I don't know the word. I got to put myself out there. Okay, I'm going to hang myself to dry. um Attraction marketing. Okay? I I threw shade at attraction marketers. Okay? Like this is me just being totally honest with you guys. I was like, why can't they just tell you what it is? Like, why are they trying to be all secretive about it and like not show you the name and not like tell you what it is? Like, why are they doing that? Like, it's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard. It's just stupid. Like, so that's me throwing shade. Okay. Well, now I'm on the other side of it. And it's kind of opened my eyes. Well, it doesn't matter what it's called. It really matters what it does. Like I'm here to solve a problem. And if we're so worried about what it's called, so that way we can do the research and see all the negative reviews of this, that, and the other of what's been written, like then we're not giving it a fair chance. And so instead of focusing on what it's called, let's just focus on what it does. And like when I heard that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it helped me see the other side of the fence. And so, a lot of times we're not open, we're not coachable because we're kind of like set in our own ways about how we believe things are. But when we are open, then it allows us to learn and it allows us to grow. So I'm grateful for that experience, and I'm so sorry for everyone I threw shade at. I take full responsibility. I'm ignorant sometimes. Okay. Yes, this is true. Okay, now we're on number 8 is you got to change your environment, create a new routine. Okay, same thing. If I could show all of you guys, I mean, I got 3 devices going right now. If I could show you guys my office, I mean, you can look behind me, like my office is bare. I took everything down off my walls. Um, it's like I just like moved in here, right? But I needed to change my environment. I needed to change my surroundings. I needed to change like who I'm seeing in my news feed. I needed to change, just my circle. So that way I didn't feel like I was letting people down, or I didn't feel negative energy. I want to only feel positive energy. I only want to feel like light and fresh and excited. And so sometimes that means that you may have to unfollow people. Sometimes that means that you may not be able to talk to the people that you were talking to every single day. And it's hard. It really is hard, especially like growing this business from the ground up for the last 8 years. I made some really amazing friends in my other company. And I mean, we're still friends. We're still liking and commenting on each other's stuff, but we can't talk every day because that doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve them. And so being able to change your environment, create a new routine that gets you excited, that puts you where you need to go, that's going to be huge. And, I'm thinking even about for relationships, those of you who are thinking, I got to start new in my relationship, you may not be able to go to the same restaurants. You may not be able to hang out with the same friends. You may not be able to even wear the same clothes. Okay. Because it just brings you back. And so just being able to let that stuff go, I've got a huge pile of clothes in my office or in my closet, and lots of them have so much sentimental value to me, but I had to take it out because I needed to change my environment. I needed to make sure that I wasn't holding on to the past, that I was ready to move forward into my future. Number 9 is number 9 is let the haters hate. Okay. If you don't have haters, you're not doing it right. Haters are people that just don't want to see you win because they're grumpy in their own lives. And do you know what I do for those people? I pray for them. Okay, that's just the truth. If anybody sends me shade, if anybody tells me this, that, or the other, I know who I am. I know my heart. I say, I'm so sorry you feel that way. I'll pray for you tonight. I don't tell them that second part, but I do. I literally do, because obviously hurt people, and they're hurting right now, and I'm strong enough to take it. So I'll continue to take it and I'll pray for them. And it's just so interesting because there's been a lot of times that people have been very rude to me. And I've just said, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I'm so sorry for whatever they want to throw on me. And then I just keep them in my prayers. I just keep them in my thoughts. I just keep on liking and commenting on their stuff if I need to. Sometimes I'll block them if I need to, like if it literally doesn't stop. Okay, I'll pray for you, but we don't need to be connected. And that's it. And then I have so many people that come back and they just say, I'm so sorry. Like I was having a bad day. And I'm like, I know you were, girl. It's okay. I can be your punching bag because I've done the personal development for that. Okay. And so you guys like it's okay if you have haters. It's okay if you like like one of these new girls that just came over with me, she just said that, somebody messaged her and said, I don't like to follow people who quit, so I'm blocking you. And I just gave her 2 claps and I was like, perfect. You're building your network of people who want you to win, and let those people go. Okay. So if somebody has something negative to say about you making this change and wants to bring you down, just say, thank you for showing me your true colors. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I'll continue to pray for you. That's it. Okay. Yes, that's the best one. Okay. Put a little star next to that one. Let the haters hate. You just keep praying for them. Last thing, you guys, is be excited. Energy goes, or let's see, how's that quote go? Something where energy flows. Like, let your energy flow to the things that bring you joy, that make you excited. Do things that fill your cup. Like, celebrate all of the little wins. Like, here I am in a new place, right? And my upline's like, hey, like, are you okay if we celebrate you? And I said, yes, I want to be celebrated for every little thing that I do, because I'm going to be celebrating my team for every little thing that they do. And celebration is part of our culture, that I want to make sure that every little thing is celebrated, because it's you making an impact. It's you either making an impact in your own personal life, or you making an impact in somebody else's life. And so be excited and allow yourself not to feel guilty. Y'all, I just hit silver team leader. That's the core rank in the company in 5 days. And I'm freaking stoked about it. And my mind tried to take me out of it. They said, well, of course you did, because you took this person and you took that person, and you did all this stuff. And then I was like, and then your team's gonna be so jealous that you're winning again and they're not. And that's the whole reason why you moved. And you guys, like, my brain was trying to tell me that I don't deserve this. But y'all, I deserve this. You deserve it. We all deserve to win. We all deserve to have the success that we put the work into. Now, am I absolutely blessed that, I did have some teammates that came with me? Am I absolutely blessed that I do have some customers and even some new people that just wanted to support me? I'm so blessed for that. But why? Because of the work that I've done the past however many years. And so you may, come into a position and you may get lucky, okay? But ultimately it's not luck. It's because of the work that you did. It's because of the position that you put yourself into. Like, enjoy it. And anytime that you feel your brain trying to talk you out of it, it's the devil trying to slow you down. It's the devil trying to take you out, because you're making a change, because you're making an impact, because you're doing what's right for you. So I want you to remember that anytime a hater comes, anytime a negative thought comes, it's because you're on the right track. Stop it in its tracks, and then allow that momentum to continue to push you through. Okay, last two pro tips, last two extras I have for you tonight is that you are never too old to make a change. You're never stuck in it too long. It's never too late. Okay, so no matter what that change is, if it's in your heart, you follow that intuition, you go after it, and hopefully these 10 tips help you to be able to take the courage that you need, the action that you need, and just know that I'm here for you. Like, literally, I have people messaging me every day since I made this change, and they just said, I appreciate your courage. I value even more because you were willing to go after, because you were willing to follow your heart. You're willing to give up that paycheck for what you believe in. And I think that we need to do more of that instead of pleasing other people and living miserable lives. Okay, we deserve to be happy. We deserve to be successful. And I just love you guys so much. So that is my 2 cents for today. If you found value, make sure that you leave a comment, say hello, and feel free to share this, because I think that it's a message that a lot of people could benefit from. So thanks, you guys. Bye.